Hey, what's going on, guys? MidnightQ787B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 61 today for the Dover 400 at Dover, the night race at Dover that is in this career mode for some reason. But I will be glad. Oh, hey, I'll gladly take a night race at Dover any day of the week. Well, this is actually a really important race for us, as we do with every Dover race, because it's a home race for us. But of course, every time we go to Dover, it doesn't really end so well for us. But don't worry, I have a good plan for this. I've done a little bit of practice beforehand in a quick race to see if I can get a good setup working, and I think I could translate that very well into the career mode car. Assuming we probably need to make another few adjustments though first during practice or whatnot. We'll do like maybe about 5 minutes of practice or whatnot. We'll just go straight to the qualifying for me anyway. Of course, one lap of qualifying per usual. There's nothing really going on in terms of like the garage or anything like that. We really can't do anything there. In terms of the point standings though, it's really tight now between Jarrett and Stewart. Only a 12-point difference. Man, the point system used to be so good back then. You also notice the paint scheme's a little bit different. Well, we actually swapped the colors. We made where the gold was now black, and now we made where the black was now gold. We wanted to invert the scheme a little bit. We'll probably run this for the rest of the season. I'm not so sure. We might even put some more of the blue on there and whatnot. Until next season anyway. But, yeah. There's nothing really much more to say about this introduction. We're gonna go everything. We're gonna have everything with us. Tire grip being at our best. We're having our engine being overhauled for Talladega anyway. We're gonna use that one next because we need all the power we can get, and of course we need all the downforce we can get as well. With a 66 car rating, I'm very excited to see what we can do here at Dover. See you guys then. Okay, I took a few swings with the setup. I feel really good about it. This car is really, really fast. I'm only doing one qualifying lap, and I already botched it. Per usual, because I want to accommodate for all the poles I've been getting, because I got way too many, to be honest, for a midfield team. Plus, we keep getting railed at the end of these first runs anyway. So let's see, what's our lap going to be? 12th. You know what? That's fine. Jeff Gordon gets the pole with Ricky Rudd alongside. We start P12 at the Dover 400. We gotta redeem ourselves here at our home race. Let's do this.
We're live at Dover International Speedway for the Dover 400, brought to you by MRN. Now, Barney, this is one of the tougher tracks that we come to. Why is that?
This place has got high bank concrete corners that can be really tricky for some drivers. You've got to always be thinking ahead in this race and planning your passes well. Otherwise, you may quickly find yourself in the wall.
Matt Kenseth got his start in NASCAR Winston Cup here at Dover in 1998, filling in for Bill Elliott in a one-race deal.
He had quite a day, too. He caught the eye of a bunch of folks with a sixth-place finish. Here you are, first time in a Cup race, driving a Hall of Famer's car, and you finished sixth. That's amazing.
Kenny Wallace really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
And, of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. He'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
The 56 car has been mixing it up with some other drivers on the racetrack.
If they don't want this to become a problem on the track and with NASCAR, these guys need to use their heads a bit out there. You can rub fenders now and again, but it shouldn't be a weekly occurrence.
All right, we got Kenny Wallace in front of us. I'm not worried about any paybacks right now. It's not worth it. Because even if I do try to pay him back, I'm gonna wreck myself again anyway. So let's not do that. Anyway, away we go. 100 laps here at the Monster Mile and our home race, and away we go. Already gutting through the gears. We have a minus 80 rival of Kenny Wallace. I don't want to be bothered with going side by side with him. That's going to be a difficult part, is to get around this guy, because he does randomly qualify so good, even though he's going to fall all the way back to like the 30s or whatnot, no matter what anyway. What is the point? Like, why are you up there? Anyway, enough bickering. Now it's time to actually find a way to cleanly get around him, and I might have to resort into share drafting. I'm not so sure, but this car's fast. I just don't want it damaged, is all. We're already in the top 10. We already just got around Johnny Benson there for 10th place. As long as we keep the car on the bottom, well, that's a bad example of what we did there, we'll do fine. As Kenny Wallace is already up to P8, can he not?
I'm sure he's still angry with you.
We're gonna go all the way to the apron, and we got around him. I thought he would just body slam us. He did not. All right, how bad is Kevin? Of course, he's a -60. I'm not sure. I don't remember what happened with him and I, but him and I think, wrecked a little bit. That's why he's a little bit upset with us. And there's our point leader, Dale Jarrett. He's having a decent start, as we're actually going to go right underneath him, try to go for 7th place. This is a really fast car. I love the effort put into my boys back in the shop. I just got to keep it clean and just be smart with the passes. It is really difficult to pass as long as you're on the bottom, you're fine. I just don't want to run in the back of anybody, ruin that front downforce. We need the downforce to get through these corners. I just want that clean air. If we can get that clean air, I think we're good. If we can get that clean air. We were fastest in practice. Just gotta get away from all these guys first. As we get around the point leader, that's a good start to how this race is gonna go. Next up is Ricky Rudd in front of us, who's having a pretty decent year, I should say. He's in the top 5 in points. I'd say that's pretty good, actually, not decent. There's the other contender for the points lead, Tony Stewart. As we get a little bit of contact there with the Rooster, we go 3 wide into turn 1. We nearly nearly lose the car, and apparently, according to the game, there is no damage. I am hugely surprised. As we're running up towards the wall, I'm just trying to expect the damage. There is none. That is surprising there. Now we're up to P6, but we kind of messed up Tony Stewart's day as Mark Martin hits the wall all of a sudden. What the heck happened to you, man? That's another thing I don't like. That's another thing I'm weirded out by this game. Mark has not won a race yet. Mark Martin. He usually would win like crazy in Thunder 03 as well. It's like the winningest Ford driver, I think, in the game. But we're only 1.5 seconds back behind the leaders. We have a car to contend for the win here today against another Hendrick driver. And speaking of Hendrick, both Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson are 1-2 right now, followed by Kevin Harvick in 29. We just got to work our way up there. Just be smart. As we're going to be ready to go try to go past Ricky Rudd here down on the inside. Be a little bit careful with the braking and throttle. And now we're in P5. We're in 5th place. This car is a rocket ship. We're here to make the fans, the hometown, well, not really hometown, I would say my home track fans, crazy. A few laps later, we're already battling for the podium spot. It's just we got a -58 Kevin Harvick right in front of us. As we're gonna try to lower his aggression down just a tad before we try to make any sort of passes for him. We brought him down to 56, and we're just chilling in P4 at the moment. Chevrolet, and Pontiac. GM's having a great day so far, but the right front is wearing down after 13 laps. That's a bit concerning on the long run speed. But honestly, it has not been really affecting pace-wise. As remember, the whole field has to feel the same way as well. It's just Harvick's just doing great defensive driving with us. He's blocking like crazy. He's really desperate for that 3rd place spot, and wow, okay, Harvick, that was a little late block there. So I guess we'll just have to be patient, just chill around him, just don't damage the car because I really don't want this thing damaged at all. I want to keep the pace the entirety of the race, and if it means I have to share draft Kevin Harvick until the revival status is gone, then so be it. It's side-by-side battles as we head to lap number 20, and now we're in the podium places. We're in the top 3. And the win and the lead is just about a second in front of us. We came here to play. I mean, this is my home race. Pocono may be like my home state track, but Dover is my home race. So of course I want to do extra well all the time. It's just sadly it hasn't been so successful for us. We DNF'd all 3 races so far. Each time we went to Dover, but 4th time is a charm. We need to finish well here, and thankfully we're in somewhat clean air. We're nowhere near anybody like gonna be willing to kill us or anything like that. But I am a bit worried though about the lap traffic because I knew we have some rivals that are that could possibly be in the way, especially after the little bit of carnage I caused at New Hampshire. Meanwhile, them two are having a great battle for the lead. Jeff Gordon and Kevin Harvick. Harvick is really just trying to take the fight to them. I think Harvick might be having the fastest car on the track right now. I don't think I do. I think I'm like the second, maybe 3rd quickest. But pit stops are probably going to happen within about, I want to say at least about another 10 laps or so. I don't know how I'm going to split this race. Probably into thirds. Not so sure. I might have to pit as soon as possible. I'm not so sure. It depends on how the fuel load is, because I know I'm running high RPMs like almost all the way around the racetrack. I'm about hitting 9,000 going into the corners, and I'm about 8,000, well, being in the corners. As the car gets very tight, we lost the front nose a little bit, so it's good to know that this car is actually getting. So good to know the car is actually getting legitimately tighter as the front tires are getting more and more worn. As Jimmy Johnson is really ready to bring something to say back at us for that podium spot. Lap traffic is starting to being in the way, but no, oh really? Of course it's Fittipaldi, that's like right there. All right, honestly, the car's fallen off completely. We need to come in pit road pretty soon. The right front is completely destroyed, so I might have to put an air pressure adjustment on this thing, because I can only go 140 in the corners now. This thing is completely destroyed. We need at least a few more laps, though, just to make it on fuel. Hopefully Fittipaldi doesn't get too much in the way. Thankfully, he does not.
He's gonna make things tough on you.
He already makes things tough enough as it is. I'm removing chicane crew chief.
Just 2 seconds back.
So, yeah, we're falling off completely now. We're about 2 seconds behind Jeff Gordon now. But the good news is there's potential. We could win this race. We can potentially have a great run today. We're probably not going to win the race, but definitely a good showing. Probably one of the more harder tracks in the game. Just got to make sure to be able to get through all the way to the end of the fuel cycle first. 34 laps is what I'm trying to shoot for here.
Watch your fuel.
Yeah, because it's doing it on lap. Oh gosh, we lost the nose. Oh, what the?
The tire's in good shape to be fast, buddy.
What the? What the hell happened? What happened? What happened?
Keep him behind.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened at all. It just lost it on me. That's such a race-winning car, too. Oh, okay. Like it just got tight on me, I suppose. I hope the car still handles the same. I don't think it will. We got to make some adjustments, though. I'm putting a little bit more air pressure and just make the car a little bit looser because it gets tight, very tight at the end of the run. Hopefully this could be a good fix. This is a slow right side, I think. Yeah, Jeff Gordon's already out. This is really slow. What the heck? All right, so we're behind a lot of people. And underway we go. We're on lap 34. We're actually only in P12 here, as we're going to pass on the inside at the start of these things. So now we're underway. I just hope we're still fast. It's very loose on the start. Good to know. We also increased the pressures just because I want more of the tire wear to give for us. All right, I hope there's still some speed. We'll have to see because we're in dirty air. We're in a lot of traffic here.
Leader only has about a second on you.
Got to make sure we're able to get around this so cleanly. It's going to be difficult to do, especially when you got Kevin Harvick right beside you, who's a minus 44. Let's see, I think Rusty's first spot. Now we have a traffic jam. Just stops in the middle of the road, and now the right front's damaged. Right front is damaged officially. We just gotta get. We need to get around all these lap cars quickly because this is a real pain in the ass. Thankfully, in real life NASCAR they got rid of that. Because I didn't mean to hit Jeff Gordon right there, who was actually leading the race earlier. But now we got him for 7th place. I want to say the new leader is, I guess, Dale Jr. in the 8, who's all the way up there. Just gotta stop hitting that apron though, man. It's costing us. Well, the great news is we have some speed because now we're in the top 5. Thankfully, Sterling Marlin's wise enough to, hey, this is a actual race here, not a blockathon here like all the lap cars have been doing. And, yeah, now we're sitting in P5. Still only a second and a half behind. This is a top 5 day, I think. Absolutely. This is a fantastic... depending if we don't crash out or not, because I know we crashed once already. Thankfully, we didn't die, because the car was not made out of paper this time around. Now the question is, can we get better than this? Because we're running good lap time still. We're still getting good laps. The question is, can the car still be fast lap after lap after lap still? That's the main question I have. We'll just have to find out. Well, that's what you get for blocking all the time, Harvick. I mean, you went blocking all the way down under there. I had my nose underneath twice. I had to back off. I wasn't having it anymore. Like, yeah, you're minus 54. That's fine. But now we're back at P4, 1.5 back still. Junior is just completely gone away now all of a sudden. So now it's just Run, Newman, myself, and then Harvick, your top 5. Harvick's more of a long-run guy anyway, so that's a bit of a worrisome thing. Just let me use my tires first, then you can go ahead and round me, you know? It'd be better off that way. I hit the apron. That sucked. We hit the apron and the right front just got worn a little bit. So it still wears. It still wears quite a bit. I think at this point we might have to adjust the. We might have to put our next shop edition to be the chassis tire wear actually, for next season. Definitely, I'm gonna make that my next upgrade. We definitely need the tire wear upgrade badly. Because the last time we did the chassis tire wear upgrade was the first actual shop edition we had was a tire wear, and well, it helped. It helped quite a bit. Still couldn't turn though at the time, but now we can actually turn it quite a bit. This is why I wanted a handling board in the raw engine speed, but hey, the engine power's been helping out quite a bit though, I'll say that.
NASCAR says that's halfway. You're sitting just fine. Plenty of time to get up there.
Agreed. There is plenty of time left to go.
Halfway on fuel.
We've got to make sure we're able to finish the race this time. We definitely want to at least finish. But right now, we're getting everybody in the state of the tri-state area a race worth remembering for us, as we're just sitting comfortably in P4. Junior is just gone. He's the class of the field at the moment. I'm hoping for him to have a terrible pit stop. Yeah, the right rear is now starting to be pushed a little bit more because of how loose the car. I made the car a lot looser. Honestly, I think I should have done this from the start, because this thing is still bad fast.
Left front tire's a little worn.
Number 12 is throwing a block on you.
I'm clocking the leader at about 2 seconds ahead.
Got one outside.
Oh, Newman's really squeezing us down there. We're really trying to get to the third place spot, but he's just getting a good drive off from the corner compared to us.
Clear.
We just don't have that drive off compared to those guys.
Isn't gonna let you by easily.
But I guess we're just gonna sit solidly in P4 with the dirty air in front of us. Sadly enough, we're gonna try to make him lose that inside line. We're gonna try to make him use that. And now we got rid of the rival status, which is good, which is what we wanted. Maybe he won't be so bad on the blocks. I don't know. But we're still sitting comfortably in P4 with about 11 laps to go for our pit cycle. So we definitely need to do something about that, as you know, Junior's pulling away, as Newman just once again chops our nose off. Like, mate, I know you're faster than me off the corner, but in the corner, I'm kicking your ass because I know I could take second. It's just you're being in the way and just blocking the dominant lane, which of course that is good defensive driving, but you're doing it lap after lap after lap. And I'll make you give up that bottom like so.
12 is outside. That bump didn't hurt us. Car's okay. We're in third.
Just gave him a little nudge, a little bump and run. We're fine. More like a slam and run, but we're in the podium positions now. Got Ricky Rudd in front of us, as lap traffic will now continue to be a factor.
Time for a new left rear tire.
Tires are worn, 10 laps to go of our pit cycle. It's a bit concerning, actually,
Race leader's got 3 seconds on it.
as Dale Jr. just completely gone from the field. He's 3 seconds ahead now in the number 8 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet. Man, lap traffic's really coming into play, as they really want to block me. Why, I don't know. as we still have about a few more laps before we get to our pit cycle. We really need to start thinking about doing that, as, honest to God, well, pit cycle's doing it now, which is, well, we can't really go that long, which is really concerning. We have to make it an extra 33 laps. We have to come in then. We can't short pit. Like about 66 going into 67, we have to come in. Because we have to do 34, 33 laps on a tank of gas. I think we could do that. I'm not so sure. Junior is gone. He's going through all the lap traffic like a hot knife through butter. Meanwhile, for us, we're just struggling at the latter part of this run.
Keep digging. We need to pick up about 4 seconds on the leader.
Yeah, especially, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Watch the cars coming out of the pits, buddy.
And we got Bill Elliott, who is a minus. Whoa!
Those tires. Oh, we have trouble. Trouble out on the racetrack. Yellow flag wave.
Nope, I'm not getting hit. I'm not getting hit. So that just messes everything up. I just lost the rear end. It just got very, very loose on me at the very end of that run. I just lost control of it. I'm gonna keep it the way it is, I think. It should be fine. No, we'll put it, no. All right, 1.5. Oh God, I turned it the wrong way. Oh my Lord. All right, let's make it fast, guys. We have a fast car, it's just I keep wrecking it, of course. Much better right sides. Thank you for the repair damage, and Harvick got in front of us.
A few cars stayed out under the yellow.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect for it to be on the right gear that time. And we trapped quite a few people a lap down, I think. So I think some people are not going to be so pleased with us. I think that's Jerry Nadeau that's in 5th place, as we got Kenny freaking Wallace behind us. Hopefully we can stop. Please don't do anything stupid to me. That'd be fantastic. I know we got plenty of like heated rivals in front of us. As Kevin Harvick looking nice for a spot here.
Number 29, jump out.
I'd like to see him stay back there.
We just got traffic everywhere, mate.
Up to 3rd base.
No, Bill's a 60. Are you kidding? That is not awesome. Okay.
Pays you back for that.
This ain't the first time you hit him.
That wasn't my fault. Listen, that wasn't my fault. Green, that was not my fault.
Just trying a block. Got one outside.
Okay.
You can't win a race if there's no
Okay.
car to finish with. And now trouble on the track. The field races back to the start-finish line, but we are under caution.
That was not my
Yellow
fault.
flags out after a problem out on the race course. That's a tough break for those guys. Save your tires.
That was frustrating. Now I'm legitimately angry about that. That was stupid. Now we're going to lose all this fucking position again. That wasn't my fault. That was extremely frustrating, what happened there. That wasn't my fault. I kept getting hooked.
During that entire caution.
And now we're back in the mid-20s, where we really shouldn't be that back here. And now we're just going to go absolutely ballistic with all these passing here. Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with the fans weren't really so happy about Green and Bill Elliott there by doing that. That was ridiculous. I didn't even do anything to them. I just get obliterated. Like, what the hell? Fittipaldi, I'm not in the mood for your shit today, okay? Take that shit back to Brazil.
See him stay back there.
I'm not in the mood for your shit today, Christian Fittipaldi. You can take that shit and bring that back to Brazil. Where all the football fans, quote unquote, are.
3 wide. Hold that line.
3.5 seconds behind the leader.
It's a whole clusterfuck up here. And right, just like that, we're already back up to 13th. Nadeau's for 12th, who is unfortunately a little bit angry with our driving style the last few races.
Number 01, up high.
No, he's not for position. I thought he was.
Going high. Okay, we're clear. Car high.
That's it. Just leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Don't let him by, but try not to hold him up either.
Clear all around.
That helped. Thank you. And Junior is already gone. He is already gone. And they all checked up back there, so thank you very much. That was unnecessary. Again, that was not my fault, Jeff Green. That was not my fault. Remember when we used to be friends? Remember when we used to be friends? Good times.
You've got a top 10 spot.
Yeah, we're just clawing our way back up here. Get the frig out of my way.
7 car is still there.
Driving angry, I guess, is pretty good for me, I suppose, because
Clear.
now I'm just really annoyed about what the fuck happened there. Gotta keep myself calm, though, but I want that stuff back. Hi, Martin. I didn't mean for that. How is that a 30? Okay, that makes sense now.
Car looks okay.
He's been talking about you on the radio.
Now that makes sense why Martin was angry with me. Also, what is this top 5? Is Jamie McMurray going to get another win from us? I honestly, God, my controller got stuck again. I gotta go fix that. That's what that pop was. The button was stuck. That's exactly what that pop was. We got it unstuck now.
97 wants to get by you.
I don't feel like going full throttle into the corner. You know, just plow my right side. No, we're not Ross Chastaining it here because it wouldn't work here anyway.
You and the leader.
Still there.
Junior is 6th. That's not good for him.
Clear.
And there's Jamie Mack, who apparently is for position. It's like I have a good race. He also has a good race. It's a shade. We're not losing him in points again. We're not having 2 seasons in a row where he's gonna beat us. That's not happening, mate. We're gonna fight to the bitter end with him
42 car up high.
as we try to overtake him for P6.
Number 42.
I don't know who the leader is, but he's completely gone. That is Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd, and yet another fantastic run by Rusty Wallace. We've been having a huge momentum swing lately in terms of his performance. I guess that little win, I suppose, helped him quite a bit.
Keep digging. We need to pick up about 4 seconds on the leader.
We were at 4.5, and now we're just 4 seconds back now. I think. I lost track. We have about 11 laps to go now, and we're just going to try to keep getting a top 5, and hopefully we can get... Somebody blew up. That is Casey. Casey Mears blows up. Up in smoke, goes to 41, unfortunately. So now we got Dale Jr. alongside. We're fighting for the 5th place spot,
Make it easy.
and we're gonna clear him. We're back in the 5th place spot. I feel like we could have had more time if bullshit things didn't happen.
Take it easy out there.
Car looks okay.
Next time he ain't gonna let you by so easy.
My bad, Junior. My bad. We're gonna have to go fight him again
Car up high.
because I just lost a rear end a little bit. That's the problem with this setup. It's very, very loose at the very end. Now we're in the top 5. Once again.
You haven't got much longer on that left front tire.
I think I should have tightened this thing up instead. Should have made it negative 1.0 instead. The sad part is, we were definitely catching the leaders. It felt like we had a car to try to go win this race today, but it's just we went to war and hell and back. We just went through a bunch of bullshit today. I didn't appreciate. Jeff Green, that's another one on the list, I guess,
Times around.
because both Bill Elliott and Jeff Green just decided to say screw you to me. I don't know. I didn't appreciate that one bit. But now it's all in the past because we're gonna come home and a great finish today. Actually, I'm probably not even gonna go fight for this 4th place spot as the white flag is out for Ricky Rudd at Dover. I just don't want to wreck the car. Definitely, we need to upgrade the tire wear for this thing.
Stay smooth. You can catch it. We made it to lap 100.
And Ricky Rudd wins your Dover 400, and we get a top 5 at our home race. Yeah!
That's a
Yes!
strong finish. Nice job.
Yes! Home race, 5th place. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
Yeah, there weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
The 56 car gets a strong top 5 finish.
You know, all the guys on that team should be very happy with their performance.
The 56 car is starting to find out who doesn't like him on the racetrack.
I'm not sure how
It's
this
all the
got
other way,
started,
mate.
But now that they have a little history on the track, it'll be something to watch in the weeks ahead.
We're out of time tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.
That was a literal war zone. Some mistakes were made. I'm not going to lie. I do agree that some of the things that we've done were not so pleasant. Like with the thing with Mark Martin, that was on me. But the thing with Bill Elliott and Jeff Green, about Jeff Green nearly taking us out, or maybe he did. It was either that or Bill Elliott. I didn't appreciate that one bit. Anyway, we know who the top 5 is. Earnhardt 6th, Kurt Busch 7th, Mark Martin 8th, Jarrett 9th, and Johnny Benson 10th. McMurray just missed the top 10 out of all that, unfortunately for him. So Jarrett's going to extend the point lead a little bit over Tony Stewart, from what it looks like there. Or the massholes Green and Bill Elliott. Elliott finished 31st because of that whole ordeal in pit road. I guess they were pretty annoyed with me spinning out a couple times during that whole exchange. I don't blame him one bit. And Jeff Gordon blew up. What the heck? He was dominant. I didn't even see him. I was going to say, what the heck happened to him? I didn't even know he was gone. That's unfortunate for Jeff Gordon fans out there. You see this next race? We got a race to defend. But that's about it for this episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. I hope you really enjoyed that one. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, we're going to see you in the next episode at the Talladega Superspeedway. Till next time, bye-bye.